Hello, this is John. I wanted to get a brief, quick, but important message out to everybody about being radical, about being extreme. A lot of what I say has to do with my opinion, but I also quote and cite a lot of facts. I point out things that I don't think other people are talking about. I try and bring attention to issues that are real, that we face. And I'm considered extreme. I'm considered, out there on a limb. I'm radical. Now, I guess what I've discovered since doing videos on YouTube is that radicalism really isn't that well received. It's not that well liked. I guess when you're a celebrity, you're extreme or you're radical, right? Everybody sees you or can see you, and they see virtues that they like, and they see qualities they don't like. I think that radicals or extremists, in a manner of speaking, polarize people. You either like them or you don't. I can talk to somebody, and I'll do this frequently. I'll talk to them and I'll ask them their opinion, and I'll ask a series of questions to get their answers and their opinions on a topic. And after just a few minutes of discussing, what I'll do is I'll recite back to them their answers and their opinions, their perspectives. And they'll just say, geez, I didn't know, John, that I sounded that way. I didn't know that my ideas were like that. And I said, yeah, pretty crazy, huh? When you sit down and examine the way you think, the way you really think, you sound radical. You sound like an extremist. When in truth, you're really not. I'm really not all that radical, and I'm really not all that extreme. Except there's this social program out there. There's a social program out there. It's called political correctness. And what it does is it silences opposition to its agenda, to the agenda that the powerful hold. They don't like me having a voice. They don't like you having a voice. They don't like anyone having an opinion other than that which they've been given, that which they've been indoctrinated with, or that which they've been brainwashed with. And brainwashing takes place through the educational system, which is one of the planks of good old Karl Marx's Communist Manifesto, the control of education, because through that education, indoctrination, brainwashing takes place. Social, mental, personal conditioning, where people are conditioned to start thinking a certain way about sharing their opinion and having their own thoughts. So when you become an independent man, a free man in your mind, others will look at you as a radical. And unless you're comfortable in your own skin, unless you're comfortable with your thoughts and your belief system, they can use that to hurt you financially. They can try and hurt you personally. We all have to be strong, all of us. And I'm the face, I'm one of the faces, or the front, in this war, this information war, and I don't mind putting that on. I've got broad shoulders and I can carry it. But I want everyone to know and realize that we all think radically, and that we're all extreme in some way. And to never be ashamed of it. Extremism in the defense of liberty is no vice. That's a famous quote. I think it was Goldwater said that. It's just a quote. But am I that extreme? When you look at the pieces of what I say, is it all that extreme? Is it the truth? Do I speak truths? Do you think and speak truths? We all need to stand up and act like men, like we're free men. We need to quit acting and bowing down to political correctness. It is those very things, political correctness, and being shamed and guilted into cowardice. That's what they want. They want to control your thoughts and control your speech and your actions. And no man, especially in the United States of America, should feel ashamed of being a man and being free and seeking to protect his freedom and his life and his property, both politically and in the physical reality in front of him. Life isn't about guarantees, it's about opportunities. And this YouTube channel is my opportunity to share with you my ideas. And if they are true, if there's veracity in them, you can make them part of your thought process if you choose. That's your choice. But you have to realize that you're going to be considered radical if you accept thoughts other than what the thought police want you to have. I don't realize, because I've spent so many decades studying our political, economic, legal systems, the philosophies and psychology behind what they're doing to us, that I don't realize that I guess I sound rather radical. If I want to talk about a few facts here and a few facts there, that's one thing. But to talk about them, then draw a conclusion and say, geez, what do you think of that? It can be rather radical and rather extreme. And while people in this world love to say they're extreme, they want to do that with a skateboard or a video game, or with a set of skis or a bicycle, some sport. That's not real, that's a sport. So it's okay to be extreme there. But to be an intellectual extremist, or to be radical with your thoughts and ideas, that's considered dangerous. Fear the government that fears free speech. Fear the government that fears free thought. Fear the people in your life and in your world that are afraid of ideas and concepts. Because those are all institutions and individuals and groups that want to control you. Because fear is a controlling force. We need to put the fear of what others think about us behind us. That is how we learn. That is how we learn beyond what we're being taught or programmed with.